Stories from the living room. Real caregiving.
Real stories,
Real life.
Stories from the Living Room is a heartfelt and honest podcast focused on the real life experiences of caregiving, dementia, aging, and family dynamics. Shared from the place where care truly happens, the living room.
Hosted by Stacey Thornberry, owner of HomeWatch Caregivers of Northern Kentucky, and Colleen Burns, positive approach to care mentor and dementia specialist, the podcast brings listeners into everyday moments families and caregivers experience, both the challenging and the meaningful. Each episode highlights authentic stories, practical insights, and compassionate conversation drawn from years of hands-on home care experience.
Stories from the Living Room supports the belief that exceptional care starts with relationship, connection, presence, and dignity, and that the most important conversations about aging and memory happen at home.
Hey everybody, Colleen and Stacey, we're back.
Hi, how are you guys?
Episode 3, and I know the last episode I kind of put you on the hot seat, didn't I?
You did. It's your turn.
So it's my turn to be on the hot seat.
Today we are going to talk dementia, myth or fact. So I'm going to quiz Colleen.
I didn't even get to study though.
Oh, come on.
All right.
All right, we got 5 things. 5 questions, 5 myths. Are they fact or fiction? Are you ready? Memory loss means dementia.
Absolutely not.
So that's a myth.
That is a myth. That
All
is
right.
a myth.
Tell me what other things could cause some of the memory loss.
So other things that can cause memory loss, we never want to jump right to dementia. We want to first check, is there an infection going on? Could there be a UTI or some other kind of infection? Could this be delirium? If they're in a hospital, in a setting where they have the same 4 walls and they're all the same color, that can also cause confusion and memory loss. Could it be something else? We never want to jump right to it. Very important, check with your physician and say, noticing some changes. Are they acute changes or have they been going on for a long time?
Perfect. So the takeaway from that is don't panic.
Don't panic.
You've got to really look for consistency. You got to look for changes over time, correct?
Yes.
All right, you ready for question 2?
Yeah.
You passed question 1. Question 2. Myth 2. Is it a fact or fiction? Dementia is just part of getting older.
That is absolutely a myth.
You're absolutely correct.
Yes. So I will tell you this stat, okay? When you turn 65, 1 out of 10 people will have some kind of brain change. When you turn 80, 1 out of 3 people will have some kind of brain change.
That's crazy statistics.
Yeah. So as we get older, it does increase your chances, but doesn't that is definitely a myth.
All right, she passed number 2. So our quick takeaway from myth or fact for question 2, early action matters. Don't dismiss the symptoms.
Correct. You want to make sure you get a diagnosis.
All right, we're ready for number 3. Myth or fact?
I'm a little nervous. You're like,
People with dementia don't know what's going on.
oh, gosh. No, that is absolutely a myth. Our friends who are living with dementia, their brain works a little differently. It's brain failure, like heart failure. Their brain is failing. The wiring is breaking down. Their capacity to hold on to information is breaking down. But I will tell you, they're very perceptive. They know more about what's going on than we give them credit for. So I always want you to keep that in the forefront and don't assume. You know what they say about that.
I know. So our quick takeaway from that would be lead with emotion.
Lead with emotion. Tell me a little bit more about that, Stacey.
You want to be empathetic to the situation and not just jump to conclusions and not just get angry and assume that they don't understand what's going on.
Yes.
How about that?
Yes. Their processing is slowing down. They need a few more seconds to process what you're saying.
I passed.
Yes, you did too.
All right. Question 4, myth 4 or fact 4. There's nothing you can do after a dementia diagnosis.
Absolutely nothing. Nothing you can do. It's end. You might as well just pack it up and that's it. No, that is absolutely a myth. Dementia is a long marathon. It's not a sprint.
Mhm.
I have had clients that have said to me, well, I have this diagnosis of dementia, so I'm not going to interact with friends. I'm not going to go out because in 6 months, I'm not going to know who anyone is anyway.
Oh, it's heartbreaking.
I know that takes years. So it's an absolutely like ice water in the face moment when you get that diagnosis, but early intervention really helps. They just learn differently.
Absolutely. So the diagnosis is not the end.
No, it's
just
not
the
the end.
starting
That's
point
okay.
for better care.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So am I 4 for 4 there?
You are 4 for 4.
Oh, thank
Number 5. Number 5. Myth or fact? All dementia is the same. I didn't give her any clues about what I was going to ask
you.
her.
No, all dementias are not the same. A lot of people say, why do I need to get a specific diagnosis? I know it's dementia. Who cares if it's Alzheimer's or Lewy body or frontal temporal or vascular? Well, they all attack your brain differently.
Mm-hmm.
Alzheimer's attacks your brain differently than Lewy body. We're talking about tau proteins and we're talking about other forms that attack your brain, right? They're
Mhm.
not all the same. Actually, the medicines that you take affect you differently depending on what type of dementia you have. That's why it's another important fact is to get that diagnosis. And they don't progress the same. Alzheimer's is more gradual. Vascular is like this. It's step cut down. Lewy body, it's all over the place. So they all progress differently. They all attack different parts of your brain. Very important to get a diagnosis.
Absolutely. Well, you did great. 5 for 5 with our dementia specialist, Miss Colleen here.
I had no idea what you were going to ask.
I know.
me.
I think it's fun. It's great. Next time she's going to put me in the hot seat.
Yes.
But so today I just want you to take away the fact that this isn't just about memory loss. It's about how someone experiences the world. Very important.
That is beautiful. I love that.
And sometimes when we change how we respond, it can completely change their quality of life.
Because who can change in this scenario? Us or them? Can they change? Because their brain is failing?
No.
No. So we have to change our approach.
Mm-hmm.
Slow down.
Yes.
Process.
Be kind.
Give them time. Yes.
So if you're seeing like signs that you're not sure what's normal, don't wait for the crisis. Really get in there and start asking questions, become the advocate. Come to some of these Dementia 101 trainings that we have. They're intimate, they're small, they're simple, they're practical, and you actually get to ask her questions and she can give you some advice.
Absolutely. We just had our first one and people walked out of there and I show a very powerful visual of what is actually happening in the brain.
Mm-hmm.
And people walked out saying, now it makes sense. They're not just being stubborn. They're not just being angry.
Right.
There's something behind this.
Right.
Yes.
All right. Thanks everybody for joining us today. If you have questions, make sure you comment below.
Yes.
Or you can call the office and speak with Colleen or call me and I'll get you in touch with her as well. If you have any questions about when we might have upcoming trainings, you can call or you can visit us on Facebook or Eventbrite.
Yep.
And we'd love to have you.
Yep. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks. Have a good day.
Bye. It's good. See, we were way better when we just